Welcome back to the Gobby Gaffer, and it's part 14 of this save where I'm managing Lille over in France. And the Champions League got off to a flying start. 2 games played, 6 points on the board, brilliant. I think today might be a different story. So once again, I'm not going to read all of the results out there for you, all shiny green dots, so very, very nice. We've been playing some lovely football. We even beat Nice away from home in the Champions League. So we have played 3 Champions League games now out of the 8, and well, we've won all 3, 9 points on the board. However, like I say, I do think that will end today. Couple of league games there, 4-2 win against Troyes, and a 3-2, very narrow 3-2 win against Monaco. But at the moment, Monaco are doing very, very well in the league. So that was a very valuable 3 points. But today we're going to see how we do against Chelsea and Manchester United. And this could be where you see a grown man cry. I know, it's one of my favourite sayings. But we'll play Strasbourg and Clermont off camera. Clermont, I should say, off camera. But we will be watching the home game against Chelsea, who I don't think are doing that well. We'll have a look at the league in a second. And then we've got an away game at Old Trafford. So there's only Manchester City and Paris Saint-Germain stopping us getting that top spot. Yeah, I mean, there's 5 teams there on 9 points. But today's opponents are Chelsea. 3 games played, only 6 points. And then weirdly, we have to go down to 22nd place. 3 games played, only 3 points for Manchester United. So do we have a bit of a chance? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Okay, no time like the present. We will definitely see you now in the dugout. And, well, it's Chelsea, Champions League. And it's going to be very tough, I think. But you never know. Football is a very odd game. So I am going to play what I would consider to be my best team. Carnesecchi in goal. Back 4 of Loco, Branthwaite, Bitsiabu and Daddario. Salas, is it Salas? Yeah, he's having a bit of a moan at the moment because he's not getting into the team. But you have to play your best players, don't you? So the midfield 3 are Camachi, Kamara and Gomez. And then Goma is going to play behind Matos and Jonas Vind. I think I've got that right this time. So can we make it 4 wins out of 4 in the Champions League? It is a home game, but it is Chelsea. And even though Chelsea have not done quite as well this season as we have, shock horror, you know, it's going to be a very tough game, this. But anyway, let's get the game underway. So first highlight here is for Chelsea, and chasing there into the... Get ahead on that Daddario. Unfortunately, doesn't head it to a red shirt. Chelsea still with the ball, slides it in. We've given the ball away there. Casado chips the ball in. That's in the back of the net. And 9 minutes on the clock. We gave the ball away first, which is classic for me anyway in the match engine. Classic when you're playing at what the AI considers to be a much better team. You give the ball away. So we give the ball away. Casado comes in there, scores a goal. So Chelsea are winning 1-0 after 10 minutes. So Chelsea, who have not been having the greatest of Champions League campaigns, are winning 1-0 at our place. And I suppose predictable, you know. You kind of go into these games, well, all football fans do, don't you know. It's when the game kicks off. It doesn't matter really who you're playing. You always fancy your own team. And, you know, you're like... You know, you're chomping at the bit for a win, aren't you? But then it kicks off and then you realise who you're playing and you come back down to earth a little bit. Okay, we're playing the ball around here, and Carnesecchi there has given the ball away again. So it's the match engine's cack-handed way. We know this now. It's the match engine's cack-handed way of basically saying you're not very good compared to Chelsea. Okay, just before half-time now, we do give the ball away. We gave the ball away twice there. It's weird, isn't it? You know, all those shiny green dots on the schedule there that I showed you. We play some lovely, lovely football. And I mean, they've hit the crossbar now. Daddario's header still ends up with a blue shirt. We just can't get the ball. We can't hang on to it. And it's very frustrating, this. I hope this is kind of fixed in FM26. I I really do. Chelsea again, I mean, it's controller down, arms folded. And any hopes I think that I had of the AI saying, you know what, you've done really well with this team. You've built a cracking team here. Any hopes of that right out of the window. We're now losing 2-0 and Chelsea get what I call a JBH just before half time. Football Manager absolutely loves those. Don't want to see that again. Absolutely disgusting. Angry. I mean, even the AI knows we're going to be angry, so that tells you a lot, doesn't it, really? Let's have a look and see. I mean, Kamara and Gomez are looking very tired, so I think we are going to have to make some changes. They got Jakuru will come on, and Gomez is looking very tired. Who can we bring on for Gomez? Sotelo, yeah. One little story to tell. So, Yao Gomez, 29-year-old Brazilian. I keep talking about him because I thought he was going to be a big part of the puzzle going forward. Can't keep him fit. Ever since he signed for me, I counted up yesterday, he's been injured 12 times ever since he signed for me, which is not that long ago. 12 times he's been injured. So I put him on the transfer market and he's gone. 20 million, Juventus come in. And the other bit of news is the board have said, oh, better than financial, what better than we thought. We're going to give you another 12.25 million for transfers. So going into January, I've got about 30 million to spend, which is very nice indeed. Okay, so we will bring Hamza on as well. 3 changes at half time. It's difficult, isn't it? Before kick-off, I maybe should have looked at it and thought, right, let's do some rotation. But you're playing Chelsea. You want to play your best team. Unfortunately, quite a few of my players are very tired, and you can't go into big games like this with a tired team. So 7 shots, 2 on target. Can we mount? Well, we're not going to mount an attack, are we? And my player there could have actually stepped in and got a very useful bad pass from a Chelsea player, but no, he just stood there and let it drift past him. What's going on here now? So Cromartie there, goal line technology. We don't need to see that garbage. Okay, nothing doing really. XG 0.42. To be quite honest, I mean, 9 shots, 2 on target for Chelsea. I mean, we've not done too bad possession though. 2/3 of the possession to Chelsea. Okay, last 2 changes. Julien and Luvumbo on up front. See if somebody can nick a goal for us. But, you know, it doesn't really matter now. It's, you know, the points have gone. The money's gone. And, I mean, not great, is it really? I think what I've done has improved us because Chelsea have had no more highlights. Running into the final whistle now. We are going down to Chelsea in the Champions League at home. And my word, I mean, I expected it, but it still stings. We're very angry about that. Okay, the to be expected loss against Chelsea. It'll be to be expected loss against Manchester United as well. This team is very, very good. But unfortunately, the AI in the game is broken. I feel like it's broken. Because we should be now pitting ourselves against these good teams. You know, and let's face it, Chelsea and United this season, if they were the top 2 teams in Europe, not a problem, fine. United have had 3 points at 3 games. And I can put my mortgage on the fact they will beat us. Chelsea were behind us in the Champions League. Beat us very, very, very easily. We weren't in the game at all. Very, 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 very poor from Football Manager. Very poor. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox now. And we have the Manchester United game to play. But before that, I'm going to go off camera, play 2 games in the league. And let's see if we can get all the points in those games. Okay, 2 league games played. And not the greatest of results. We did win one of them, but we only drew the other. But I did rotate for both of those games quite heavily. Because, well, My priority is the Champions League, and I want to play my best team in the Champions League. And oh, by the way, Jonas Wind has been sold. His contract is up at the end of this season, so I'll put him on the market. He only had a value of about 6.5 million. I accepted 5 for him. So I think the money that I've got will be going towards another forward. Although we do have 2 very good forwards in Matos and Julian. But we definitely need another forward. So I think that money will be going towards another striker. Okay, full strength team for today. Carnesecchi in goal, back 4 Loco, Branthwaite, Bitsiabu and Didario. Midfield 3 Kramachi, Kamara and Gomez. And Goma, the young English superstar, behind Lavumbo today, because like I say, Jonas Wind has been sold. He's going in January, so we're going to have to get used to playing without him anyway. So Lavumbo, who is left-footed, so I've changed the front two a little bit today. Matos is going to play on the right-hand side as the advanced forward. So this could be a make or break game for me. I've just had a message saying it's my 300th game in management, so that's a nice little thing on the timeline there. But it could be make or break for me, this. We'll speak more about that at the end of the game. Okay, we do get a corner. Ball's headed in the back of the net. And Jared Branthwaite, who is an English lad, has scored against, well, what would be big rivals if he was still playing in the Premier League. But we are winning 1-0 at United. And Old Trafford stunned into silence. And we are very good at that, I have to say. Corners are one of our major tick points, if you will. 25 minutes on the clock. Branthwaite now with the ball at the back. The goal scorer, who will be absolutely cock-a-hoop with that, you know, coming back into the country and scoring a goal in the Champions League. But we have given the ball away there. Let's hope we don't see too much of that, because it is very, very frustrating. And I'm getting a little bit annoyed about it. Ball through there. Rashford now through on goal. We are closing in on him. Carnesecchi makes a brilliant save. And it is a corner. Corner swung in. And the header is headed away. And I just held my breath a little bit there, because Football Manager can give penalties from corners. And it looked like everything froze for a second. But no, it went out for a throw. Okay, United now back with possession, and a very strange ball right back to Onana in well, he's not in goal, is he? He'd come right out of his penalty area. Ball slid through. Rashford misses, and well, dare I say, that was a very rash shot. So coming up to half time now, and it's all Manchester United now. Everything is for Manchester United. Ball headed there, that's in the back of the net. And, well, I shouldn't have made a joke about Rashford, should I really? Because he's got United back on level terms just as we're coming up to the half-time whistle. And half-time arrives. I think we are going to say we're pleased, because, you know, even a point at Old Trafford would be a good point. But what I don't want to see is this giving the ball away all of the time just because we're playing Manchester United, who, by the way, up to this game, out of 9 points in the Champions League, I've only actually got 3. So they're not performing very well, whereas we had 9 points out of 9 in 3 games. So, okay, let's deliver that team talk, and let's have a look for any tiredness. So the rotation I've been doing is working, and well, we're actually looking okay, aren't we? Bitsiabu now with the ball at the back, and can we try not to give the ball away, please? Kramachi plays the ball to Didario, but he is very deep, and he gives the ball away. It's getting very boring, this now. I'm getting a bit bored of saying it, to be honest. You know, if Manchester United were top of the Premier League and were top of the Champions League, fine, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But they've not been playing well, so can you give the ball? Can you give ball to a LILLE player now, please? Can you return the favour? No. Crisp passing here from East United side. Ball into Mount. Mount chips it into the box. The ball headed out. And Goma now coming away with the ball. Lovely ball over the top, by the way. Going long, Lavumbo. And that's I mean, my word, he had the ball of the century played to him, and then he very nearly hits the old lady in the 12th row in that stand. Absolutely awful. 64 minutes on the clock. Julian has come on up front now. We're playing 2 advanced forwards, and we are going a bit more long ball now. That ball over for Lavumbo was the perfect way to play. You know, let's cut out all of this short passing where we're giving the ball away all of the time. Let's just go long. Just stick it long, and hopefully somebody at the end of it, not Lavumbo by the way, somebody at the end of it will know what to do with it. Yeah, stick it between the 2 white sticks. Godoy has come on as well, and Ngoma has dropped a little bit back, and Sotelo has come on as the anchor. Loco now with the throw on that side. 20 minutes of the game to go. Cromartie. We need to make our passing crisp. Ball through there. Julian's in. Julian scores! The referee has got his arm in the air again for a goal that we have scored. I'm trying to hold it in here. It's just getting ridiculous. It is awarded. But my word, we are winning 2-1 now at Old Trafford. 2-1 at Old Trafford. Do we drop into a defensive tactic now? And the answer to that question is, yes we do. We've dropped into our mid-block control possession now. We're going to have a balanced mentality and another couple of changes, or is it one change? Gotchkuru has come on in midfield for Ngoma. I think that's the only change I've made. Okay, in fact, let's just, because I've changed this now, I need to make sure I'm changing everybody into the right positions. Yep, that will do us. 2-1 win at Old Trafford. I would definitely take that now. But please, can we not give the ball away anymore, please? United now. Guzman with the ball. Ball played over there. Loco does meet that, but we don't win the ball. And I'm not sure what's going on here. There's a little bit of ping pong going on. It's kind of expecting the referee's whistle to go there at some stage, but and that is fired very wide by Anthony. 15 minutes of the game to go. Very, very high press on here. But we have gone on to that long ball now. And that was, we gave the ball away there in such a dangerous position. Please, football managers, stop my players giving the ball away. Come on, 10 minutes of this game to go. We do have possession. Loco plays the ball to Branthwaite. Branthwaite now, what's he going to do with this? Yeah, just find, is it black or dark blue? Just find a dark shirt now. Play it back to the keeper even. Gotchakua now coming through with the ball. Matos touches it well to Godoy, can he? Godoy scores! Godoy scores, and for once, the referee has not got his arm in the air. We are winning 3-1. Well, to be honest, it's a poor United team, I think, this. Because they're doing very, very badly in the Champions League. But you know what? We'll take it. And this could change my decision at the end of this episode. We'll talk about that very shortly. I mean, we're going into a win at Old Trafford here, and I never thought we would get this. Never thought we would get this. Well, I think I got the tactics right in that one. Rotating for the 2 league games. We did drop points, however. So we suffered in that, you know, and it was a winnable game that, and we only drew it. Winnable game, we only drew. But the bonus side is we've won at Old Trafford. We've got the 3 points. Let's have a look how the league is situated. We are delighted, obviously. Let's move the game on a little bit. And we're in 5th place, 12 points. Even the team who were leading, I mean, who saw this? Real San Sebastian are top of the Champions League group. 5 games played, 13 points. So we're only a point off the top. Chelsea, I've got the same amount of points as we have now. It's a shame we couldn't have got something there. So what's happening with United then? So they've got 6 points, 5 games played. Not great for them. Brilliant for us. Quick look at the league table before we go. So Paris Saint-Germain have dropped points as well. So there's 3 teams on 37 points now. Paris Saint-Germain, Rennes and Lille doing quite nicely there. And actually, looking back there, the nearest team is Monaco. 24 points. Surely that can't be right. So the nearest team to us is 13 points behind us. My word. And the finance is looking very rosy indeed. The bank balance 70 million. We will have got 2.4 million as well for that win against United. So fantastic. Transfer budget now of 34 million. And the wage budget, well, we're under that now by about, what's that, 230,000. So we maybe do have money there to go out and possibly buy a striker. But you see, this is the thing. The rest of the team, I'm okay with. I think any upgrades now on this team are probably going to cost 150 million, 250 million. I don't know. The transfer market's bonkers. But to do better than we've got, unless another one of our players goes, then, a striker. We need a striker. Okay, well, there was more on that game than... I did hint when we were playing the games, I did hint at something there. But there was more on that game. If we'd have got beat by United there and the match engine would have shown us giving the ball away all of the time. I mean, we very nearly did it, didn't we? Was it Bitsiabu gave the ball to Anthony in the penalty area. Fortunately, he shot wide. But it drives me mad. It just drives me mad. Absolutely potty. I really, really hope that FM26 is going to be better than this. Because a centre-half giving the ball to a centre-forward, I don't know how many times I say that. Far too many is the answer. Because it shouldn't happen. It's just ridiculous. Okay, off my soapbox. So that has changed my decision for the moment. I was on the verge of resigning. If we'd have got beat against United, I was on the verge of resigning and looking for a bigger, better European team who the match engine would look at and say, yeah, okay, you're on a par with Chelsea, you're on a par with United, you're on a par with PSG, or you're not too far off. At the moment, we play PSG and the match engine makes us look like 10-year-olds who's never seen a football before, and it is quite ridiculous. So, who knows? I'm at Lille. We'll carry on. I'll play some games off camera. When we come back, I may be at Lille. I may not. I don't know. I do have some money to spend though, so new striker incoming. Who knows what will happen in the next episode? It's all very exciting stuff here, and I know I do quite a bit of whinging, but this game, I love it and hate it in equal measures. And with that profound statement, we'll see you next time.